Okay, guys, welcome to another Phil and Jen in the Philippines. As usual, subscribe, ring the notifications bell, and guys, comment. I really enjoy reading the comments, and you give me ideas for the next vlog. The subject of the vlog today is something that I've noticed since I've come back, or has been pointed out to me, simply because I've brought a friend over and we're mixing with a lot of expats, something I don't usually do on a regular basis, but it is finding true love or the right lady or whatever in the Philippines. I've done some vlogs on it before, but it just doesn't seem to sink in with a lot of you guys. There has been some changes over here, and I'll give you the reasons. I believe the changes are taking place in somewhere like Dumaguete. The first thing is everyone assumes when they're overseas and they're online that and because of the response they get from dating sites such as Date in Asia and Filipina Cupid and all this type of website, that they're going to be inundated with women, and they're going to find true love, and then they realise that they've got to navigate their way through, okay, let's say the professional women, the con artist type women, reasonable women that they could form relationships with that usually don't fit their criteria as far as beauty is concerned, but they're probably a better option. But anyway, this is my opinion and my opinion only. Let's go to Dumaguete itself, which I'm more familiar with. The pool of available good ladies is probably getting a little bit smaller, and there's a number of reasons for that. One is more and more expats come here and don't do the right thing by the ladies, or are becoming wiser. The ladies have realised in one respect that a lot of the guys come over with promises of this and promises of that, and what they've told them online is not true, and it doesn't take them too long to suss out the fact that these guys aren't really as they represented themselves, or vice versa, the girls aren't what they represented themselves. Just another of many interruptions, but anyway, as I was saying, it's getting a little bit harder to find quality ladies in Dumaguete. Not impossible. The problem is, I think, a lot of the Westerners confuse the Philippines a little bit before they get here with Thailand and places like that, where you have the bars, and of course there's bars in Angeles cities and Clark and this type of thing, but we're talking about Dumaguete at the moment. There's only a few bars, and of course there's some professional ladies working in those bars, but they're of the opinion that it is the same as Thailand, and it's just not. One, it's not as overt as Thailand. It's not as in your face as Thailand, but it is here. If this is the reason you're coming across, just to pick up ladies and have a good time. If you're coming for a relationship, you've got to stop doing the same thing as you've done in Thailand. Good quality women are rarely found in bars. This makes it a little bit difficult because Christopher found, not that he was looking for a lady, but he found that if he's new to the country and he's in a hotel and it's in an area where there's a bit of entertainment, he's rather hesitant, not knowing the lay of the land, to move a little bit further away and mix with the locals. A little bit hesitant because he doesn't know the correct things to do. And of course, I can't be there 24 hours a day. And as with a lot of tourists that come over to different countries, they think basically by being in a hotel in that particular country, going on the guided tours and attending one or two bars in the area or entertainment in the area, they've seen the country. Well, we all know this isn't true. And what I would suggest to guys is a couple of things. Stop bullshitting to these girls online. If you're on a pension, you're on a pension. Stop telling them that you're a pilot with Great Northern Airways or whatever it happens to be, or you're retired this, you're wealthy, you're rich. Be upfront. It's going to be a little bit harder to find a lady that online that suits your criteria if you are not, Prince Charming. But let's face it, very few of us are, and financially they've got to make decisions on the fact of your real financial position. I keep talking about financial positions in relation to the ladies over here. They're not prostitutes. They are not con artists on the whole. But what they expect is exactly the same thing that Western women expect. If they hook up with a guy and spend time and fall in love, they want to be taken care of. It's no surprise. Okay, the standard might be lower than the West, but they still need and want to be taken care of. They want a roof over their head. They want financial support. They want personal support. They want your time. Absolutely, if you analyse it against Western relationship, no different. Their values are a little bit, let's say, old school compared to women in the West now. But don't come over here thinking that they are going to be, as I keep saying, your slave, your sex slave, you're this, you're that. Do everything you want. You're serving on bended knee. It just doesn't happen. It may happen for a couple of weeks, a month, or whatever, but time and time again, and this is the amazing thing to me. I mix with expats that have been through their third what they consider long-term relationships. It hasn't worked out because they keep doing exactly the same thing. They keep going to the bars and expecting to find, this person they're looking for hanging out of a bar, serving 50 guys and probably working on the side. It just doesn't work. You guys, these women are not difficult to approach. They will indicate to you that they're interested, and all you've got to do is basically smile at them. If they smile back, then you can approach. You don't have to have some big, flowery, opening American and Australian, Canadian type line. Just say, hi, I saw you across there. I think you're a very attractive woman. That's as much as they need to go. You need to do. Be open and honest. Would you be interested in going to dinner with me? They'll either say yes or no. Or they'll say, and then you've got to clarify. Well, okay, then you've got to clarify whether or not they're married or they have a boyfriend or whatever. But ask them straight out, and they will usually tell you, and you can take it from there. But I don't know what it is. The majority of men from all over the world come over here and just think they can treat them like garbage, and that they're going to be so thankful that you've come along. That's not the case. Stop making the same mistakes as they do in other countries if you come to the Philippines. Just start mixing with the locals. These people are very open, very hospitable, very warm. If you're worried about being conned, the places you're going to be conned is online or in bars. If you can eyeball them, you can usually get that feeling, and the little voice in the back of the head tells you something's wrong when you're standing in front of them. Listen to that little voice in the back of your head, and it very rarely steers you wrong. But anyway, I don't know if this makes sense. I may add to this particular video before I put it online, but guys, things are changing. Oh, the other thing that's changing in Dumaguete in relation to older guys coming here. The pool of available women is getting smaller because there is a lot more people coming from other countries looking for ladies or looking for relationships that are a lot younger than people such as ourselves. I've met a number of guys in the last few days, 35, 40 years of age, just had a gut full of relationships in the West. Yes, a lot of them are divorced. They've been stung once, or presume they've been stung once, and they've heard and they've decided to come over and check the Philippines or Vietnam or Malaysia or wherever they happen to be out to see if the grass is greener on the other side. It is to a certain degree greener here in Asia as far as men are concerned, but the golden rules are still the same. Women are women. They come out of the same mould all over the world. As I said, they want to be taken care of. They want to eventually have kids. They want to be financially secure. I won't go over it. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, don't expect to lob on a plane, listen to all the vloggers say this is Nirvana. It's not Nirvana. It's a very great place. I love living here. I love the people here. But, be a little bit realistic. Anyway, guys, I think that's about it. It's only a quick video. Jen will get on and do her own video and mention her thoughts on what's going on, what she's up to, and you can ask her questions. That'll be the next video. So cheers for now. As I said, subscribe, thumbs up, what bullshit you've got to do on this thing, and comments. Like the comments, suggest things. There was a suggestion in relation to one of the viewers wanted to see more of the house. Unfortunately, I can't do that because the house is in Mindanao and we're in Negros, and I can't wander around with the camera showing the house. But anyway, thanks for the request. Anyone else want to know anything, help me out here, because I think I've said everything that needs to be said, but obviously haven't. I may talk about licenses and hire purchase or getting finance in the next one, as far as a lot of guys have asked me how we get bikes and cars and things like that. I'll probably do that in the next video. Anyway, cheers for now. Have a great day.